Hey everybody, my name is Philip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're going to be talking about some of the best locations in Northwest Arkansas to find amazing land for either to build your perfect home or for investment purposes. So let's talk about that. But before we jump into the content, if you could like this video and also subscribe to the channel, that would make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content about Northwest Arkansas as humanly possible. Literally, I am like borderline human and robot sometimes. So it'd make a big difference if you like the video and subscribe, because that way that all the content that I make goes out to anyone searching to move down to Northwest Arkansas. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. So the first place, if you're coming down to Northwest Arkansas to check it out, or if you want to move down here to build your perfect house or find that investment land, one of the first places I always recommend looking in is either West Fork or Winslow. And so part of the reason why I always recommend those two locations is because they're so close to 49. Now, one of the things you'll notice about Northwest Arkansas is that obviously it's expanding in different directions. And one of the directions is expanding is south down 49. And if you don't know what 49 is, it's the major interstate that runs like through the heart of NWA. So it's the main hub if you want to travel between, Bentonville, Bella Vista, all the way down to Fayetteville. So essentially anything located on 49 is going to be high growth area in the next couple of years. So say for instance, you want to buy some land in West Fork or Winslow and kind of that general area. If you go off, the beaten path a little bit, you can find a lot of acres for a really good price and build your perfect dream house right out there. And soon enough, West Fork is going to be growing and Winslow is going to be growing, and all these little small towns around the 49 area are going to be growing because people are going to be wanting to, move down here and not necessarily be in downtown Fayetteville or downtown Bentonville and want to grow in a different area and live in a different area than actually the downtown section. So those two locations are just great areas to buy some great investment property or to build your perfect house. And the next area that you really want to look into if you're coming down to Northwest Arkansas looking for land is anywhere between Lincoln, Savoy, and also that Farmington triangle area. So any in that area is perfect ground. It's really flat and great for building homes, is because that all those areas are growing west of Fayetteville. And one of my favorite things about that whole West Fayetteville, Lincoln, Savoy area is the fact that you're so close to Lake Weddington. So say for instance, you want to come down here, but you still want to be close to the trail system, but you want to be a little bit farther out away from everybody. Check out around Lake Weddington, because Lake Weddington has amazing trail systems out there. There's obviously a lake, and it's great for fishing, great for like canoeing or kayaking, as well as just hanging around some of the beach areas. It's a great place to hang out for friends and family. But also, one of the things I love about the whole area is the fact that there's like 30 or 40 miles of trail systems right out there. There's a bunch of gravel roads, so in case you're more into gravel biking, that is the place to be. If you're into the biking scene, if you still want to be around the trail system, definitely check out the Lincoln, Savoy, kind of Farmington area, and Lake Weddington. Fantastic choice. That reminds me, I have a 3-day itinerary, so if you're coming down to Northwest Arkansas and you're kind of overwhelmed because there's so much to do down here, which there is, I made a 3-day itinerary linked below. So in case you're an adventurer, if you're into sports, if you're a foodie, if you're into sightseeing, if you have kids, I made a 3-day itinerary dedicated for you. So go ahead, find the link below, download it, use it, and come down to Northwest Arkansas and try it out. And also, when you do come down here, definitely give me a call because we can check out some homes. I can give you the $10 tour, and we can see how far your dollar can go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, and now we're on to the third section of like where to find that primo chef's kiss land in Northwest Arkansas to build your, perfect home or for investment properties. Now there's this highway called 59 and it runs kind of on the west side of Bentonville area and it kind of shoots off of 49. There are some cities called like Sulphur Springs, Gravette, Decatur, and Gentry. All those areas have perfect ground for anyone who wants to start, building their perfect home or finding good investment property. Because if you think about it, between 59 and also 49, like between Bentonville and Centerton and all those areas, that's just like ground ready to be purchased and ready to start building homes on. Because that is a great area to start looking if you want to build your perfect home or if you want that investment kind of piece of property. Now, part of the reason why I love this area so much is because it's so close to Bentonville. So you're really only about 20 minutes down the road from Bentonville, maybe 25 at tops. And so some of the benefits are that you can kind of be in that rural area, but have a lot of acreage. And on top of that, be kind of close to the city. So say you want to go downtown, every couple times a week, that's not a problem because Bentonville's right there. And even on top of that, you're really close to Siloam Springs. And I don't talk a lot about Siloam Springs on the channel, but it is also just a booming town that you definitely need to check out in Northwest Arkansas. All right, moving on to number 4. So number 4 is Pea Ridge and also the Garfield area. So now what we're talking about is like northeast Bentonville, Rogers area. So say for instance, you still want to be even closer to Bentonville. Say you want to even be closer to the trail systems, and say you want to be closer to Eureka Springs and even Branson or even Beaver Lake. That is the perfect area to buy some land and kind of build your own little home right there. There have been so many people that have come down from all parts of the United States that have bought land in that area and are kind of planning to build their own home there. And so if you're looking to come down here and you want to be close to the lake or really close to like downtown Rogers, definitely check out that Pea Ridge and also that Garfield right over there. All right, last but not least, some of the best areas to buy some really good land in Northwest Arkansas is either Goshen or Elkins. So those are actually on the east side of Fayetteville. And so if you're coming down 49, there's a major highway called MLK, and that cuts across from east to west, across from Farmington all the way to Fayetteville. And on the east side of Fayetteville, there's Elkins and also Goshen. So those two areas right over there, there's some really good ground for you to start purchasing and start building your houses on. Now, part of the reason why I love that area personally is because there's a lot of forest on the south end of Elkins. So there's a lot of trail systems right down there. And on top of that, you're still very, very close to Beaver Lake. There's a whole slew of beaches that sit along Beaver Lake right in that area that you can just go up to the lake and enjoy the whole lake. And also, one really cool thing about the Elkins Goshen area is there's like Lake Sequoia, and that's a great lake to hang out and enjoy, very similar to Lake Weddington, because you can have that kayaking, you can have that fishing, and all sorts of things you can do on a lake you can do right at Lake Sequoia. And one thing you should know about Lake Sequoia is the fact that there's a couple mile trail system there, so you can do some hiking, biking, and enjoy just a family time out there at Lake Sequoia. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Really appreciate you guys watching. Again, if you are thinking about moving down to Northwest Arkansas, definitely check out my 3-day itinerary linked below. So in case you are an adventurer, if you're into sports, if you're a foodie, if you're into sightseeing, there's an itinerary made for you. Just download it right below, link below. And also, when you do come out here, definitely give me a call because we can check out some homes and also see how far your dollar can go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.